We're gathered here at the running room in St. Catharines for the annual Santa Shuffle 5K Fun Run and 1K Elf Walk. It's a fundraiser for the Salvation Army, who hope to use the proceeds for a specific purpose this year.
Starting this year, we're dedicating all the funds raised in this event to replacing our vehicle that you see behind me. This vehicle is on the streets of Niagara region 6 nights a week feeding the homeless people. So it's very important for us to have this event.
With all the efforts that we have here in St. Catharines between the Salvation Army, community care, and people like that, there's still a lot of homelessness in the area, is there not?
There is a lot of homelessness in the area, and a lot of at-risk homelessness. Last year we fed 9,777 people just in St. Catharines, Grimsby, and Beamsville area. In the other areas, they fed just as many. So you're looking at 18,000 meals that was fed from this truck to people who are either homeless or at risk of homelessness.
Can you comment on the partnership for this event between the Salvation Army and Running Room?
Well, it's very important because Running Room draws a lot of their own clients, and therefore they do most of the organizing, most of the publicizing for it. So it's an easy event for us to take part in. We're very much thankful to the Running Room for that.
Holly, how many are registered for today?
Today we have approximately 150 people registered running and walking.
Why is it called the Santa Shuffle?
Well, it's the Santa Shuffle because people can either run it, or they can walk it, or they can shuffle it.
You have a good mix of people doing both?
Yes, we have a lot of runners and walkers, especially people with kids. They prefer to walk, especially if they have the strollers.
Now, at the beginning of the race, Santa was saying it's not a timed event, so it's not a competitive event.
This is not a competitive event. It's just a fun event for families to come out, help support the Salvation Army. No stress on times or anything like that. We just want everybody having a good time out there.
You're leaving from a pretty busy spot here on Glendale Avenue. What is the route?
The route starts here. We go up behind the Penn Center, and then we head over to Glen Morris, past Sir Winston Churchill and Dennis Morris High Schools to Glen Ridge, and then we turn around and come right back. So we let everybody know that it's an open course, and they have to obey all the safety signals. And this is actually the 25th anniversary of the Santa Shuffle, so the St. Catharines Running Room is definitely excited to be part of this event.
Tell me about your reason for running today.
Riona and I decided to run last year as well, so we decided to make it a new tradition, and so that's why we're out running today.
What about these beards?
Yeah, last year we did it in Burlington, and the race in Burlington, you wore the full Santa suit, and we got the wrong race here in St. Catharines, so we decided to go all out.
Yep.
Now, are you girls running or shuffling, and you have a dog with you today?
Yeah, so we have my husky, Suka. She's a good runner, so we'll be running most of the time, I think. Yeah.
Tell me about today's run. It's pretty cold today.
Yeah, it's cold, but you warm up quick. I mean, he lost his hat on the route.
Once you get started, once you get running, you warm up pretty quick. Yeah.
Now, what motivated you two to run today?
Well, he's home from Nova Scotia, and him and his girlfriend signed us up, so that's about my motivation.
Yeah, we've been running races out there a bit, been trying to get more into running, so yeah, just thought it'd be a fun thing to do when we came home for Christmas season thing.
Do you do a lot of races like this, charity races?
Yeah, we've probably our 5th or 6th one this year, and we're signed up for a half marathon in February actually, so that'll be a fun one.
So you're going to replace this truck. What will the new truck look like?
We're hoping it will be something like this. It'll probably be a little smaller because with the new technology, most of the things that we will do from this truck will be smaller and more electronic than it is now.
And what's the timeline as for the replacement?
Well, we're hoping 5 years. So we're hoping in 5 years we'll raise enough money to replace this truck, which will be somewhere around $150,000.
If you missed your chance to do the Santa Shuffle or to donate, don't worry, donations can still be made online at the Salvation Army's website. Reporting in St. Catharines for The Source, I'm Mike Balsom.